What's up? We're back for another episode of the Higher Notion podcast. That is Joel. I am Chris. I am him. He is I. And yeah, we're back for episode 8, I believe. And yeah, this is the podcast where we discuss pretty much anything that interests us, like movies, TV, anime, video games, etc. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. I'll so discuss like what we did this weekend. So, what you do this weekend, man?
I was sick this weekend. So I pretty much slept for most of it. Um, Read here and there, and I tried to play some games, but excuse me, my concentration was pretty bad. It still is, to be honest. I'm a little scatterbrained, just being sick. Um, I finally watched the What If from Marvel, latest
Oh
episode.
yeah, latest episode. What you think?
It was okay. And like when Thanos popped up, I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get a cool fight.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it's everywhere. It's like YouTube recommended, all that shit. Um, I didn't think that Ultron will be that powerful to just like one hit KO him like that. But I guess because what they say is Ultron knew the capabilities of the body and understood it's the Mind Stone, right? Yeah, the Mind Stone. So he's stronger than Vision normally would be, because Vision doesn't understand his body and the Mind Stone as much as Ultron did. So I guess that makes sense, but I was still kind of disappointed in the whole thing. I feel like they made him a little bit too overpowered. But the fight with him and the Watcher was pretty dope.
Yeah. Well, compared to the episode before, which I thought was the worst one out of the whole series, I thought this one was like the best one so far. I really liked it. It did Ultron better justice. Like it gave him better justice than the movies did. Because I think in the comics, Ultron, I've never really read the comics like that for Ultron, but I think in the comics he's like badass, and you do not want to mess with him. But yeah, I really liked this episode. And yeah, I thought it was the best one. I dug the action, and yeah, I just felt like I wish the whole series was the quality of this episode, but yeah, I really liked it, and it seems like it's a two-parter. So the next one, I just saw the poster. I'm not sure if they released a trailer for it, but I guess Gamora is going to show up in this one. I guess I think they're going to be assembling the team. Like the Watcher's going to be picking out people from previous episodes. Like the Doctor Strange was hinted at the end. I think Captain Carter's coming back. Again, Gamora. It looks like Gamora's wearing like Thanos's armor.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that they're just going to team up and fight this Ultron. So I'm curious to see how it ends, and yeah, why did it take so long to get good, you know?
I like the zombie ones.
Yeah, but like I felt like this one, it's like, okay, finally, we're actually like, there's consequences.
That's true. Yeah, because before it was just like just all different worlds, and like you didn't really feel much for it. Although when Happy died, that was kind of sad. in the zombie ones. But with the Ultron one, I felt like this was a redemption for his character
Yeah.
in this universe. So they did do him right. There was like no bullshitting. He just thought it, just did it. Like he just took action pretty much. I don't remember seeing Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver in this episode at all. Like, did you see them? Like,
No, were they supposed to be in it?
Well, they were in the movie, or they're part of that story in the original movie. Like,
well, yeah,
I thought that at least they would be there, like trying to stop the missiles, but I don't think I saw them in the in that scene. Excuse me.
well, yeah, they briefly showed like what happened in Age of Ultron, but yeah, I didn't notice their absence at all, and yeah, I mean, didn't really matter to me, but yeah, overall great episode. Again, I thought the best, and we'll see how it, because I think the next one is the last episode of the season, so hopefully they can end on a good note. But yeah, overall, I mean, I said it last time, like this season or this series has been whatever to me, like. But anything else you watched over the weekend or watched since the last time we talked?
I watched some spoilers of the Venom movie unintentionally, but we could talk about that. So, spoiler warning.
Okay, yeah, I did see the movie.
Yeah, so Chris did see the movie. He'll elaborate a little bit more on it. I don't mind if he spoils it for me.
Yeah,
but so they included this verse into the Marvel universe at the end of the movie. Like, so from what I understood is like he was staying in a hotel and they like changed, right? Is that right?
Yeah, so at the end of the movie, Eddie Brock and Venom, they're fugitives, so they're on the run, and they're in this rundown hotel.
Yeah,
and
it becomes nice.
Venom was talking to Eddie. He's like, "Oh, like I've seen things like you wouldn't even imagine, like in other, like I've seen multiple." He pretty much says he's seen stuff like in multiple universes, and he's like, "Do you want me to tell you?" And Eddie's like, "Yeah." And wait, did I freeze?
No, you're good.
Okay. It said my internet was unstable, but so yeah. So and then after that, like there's like a flashing light, and it's like kind of like Into the Spider-Verse where, you know, everybody like travels to a different universe.
Yeah. Oh, that happened with like all the blue light and shit.
Yeah, something like that. So it's pretty much the light flashes, the room's like shaking, and then they're in a hotel room, but it's different. It's nicer. And then on the TV, there's the J. Jonah Jameson like video from Far From Home that's shown on the TV, and then Tom Holland's Spider-Man pops up on the TV screen, and then Venom's like, "Ooh, that guy," and licks the screen. So yeah, it seems that this Venom is now in the MCU universe. And how he got there, I don't know. I have my theories, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
They're saying what happened to Loki just took effect at that moment or something like that. That's
Possibly.
That's a theory. I don't know.
Possibly. My theory is that moment, that end credit scene is happening at the same time Doctor Strange is doing his spell in the upcoming No Way Home movie. And then that causes Venom to be transported there. That's my theory.
Why would such an old news broadcast be playing?
Well, not really, because we don't know how much time has passed since. Because again, we just know that No Way Home takes place like right after Far From Home.
Okay.
And we don't know how much time has passed from when that initially is revealed that Spider-Man is. We don't know how much time passes when the initial video pops up with J. Jonah Jameson saying that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, and then when he goes to Doctor Strange, and in between that time, I mean, that broadcast could be still playing on the news, so that's what I thought.
True. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but we'll probably find out more in Spider-Man, and I think Venom is going to show up now in No Way Home.
Way Home.
In an end credit scene.
Yeah, it'd be pretty dope.
And maybe that's how he gets the black suit. The symbiote suit.
Yeah, I just wonder how they're gonna do that, because like the relationship between Venom and Eddie Brock is pretty much established at this point, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's obviously gonna be different. It has to be. So I'm just thinking for a second, because spoilers for the Venom movie. There's instances where the symbiote like leaves Eddie Brock and goes and latches onto multiple people, like it hops from person to person and then comes back. So I'm thinking the symbiote hops off, goes on to Spider-Man, and then goes back to Eddie, and then that's when Venom will get the spider on his chest.
I think that makes him stronger too.
Yeah, he'll do like web, because he'll have the web shooting ability.
I think it also increases his strength too. That's the way it was in Ultimate Spider-Man, the video game. It's like he initially starts off without the Spider-Man, without joining with Spider-Man. But when he eventually does, he gets like a whole lot stronger, more agile too.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see, man. So we always knew it would happen. Kind of. I thought it would always happen. And they kind of hinted at it, the actors and the production. But yeah. But as far as the movie itself, Venom Let There Be Carnage, I enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely better than the first. It's only like an hour and 30 minutes, so it's really short. So
yeah, I heard it was good. It got good reviews. I'm interested in watching it. I just got sick. I actually wanted to go to the theaters this weekend and just watch movies and shit. But
yeah, you should definitely check it out. They kind of do Carnage. I mean, Carnage was all right, but I think to really like do a good portrayal of Carnage, you need an R-rated movie to show like how gruesome and crazy he is.
I'm surprised that they didn't go that route, just because like in the first one, this dude was eating people's heads off.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of that in the movie, but
yeah,
it's not. It's like a tamed down version of Carnage, and so. Yeah. But I liked it. You should check it out. So, oh, dude, there's another movie that I saw this weekend. I saw a couple, but there's this dude. I'm telling you, like, I'm not even joking right now. I saw the weirdest and craziest movie I've ever seen in my life. And it's a French film. It's called Titan. Titan. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but it's a French word, but it's titanium in English. And I really don't want to like, you should watch this movie, dude. Like, I want you to see it, just like, and tell me what you think about it. But
It's in theaters?
yeah, it's in theaters, but I'm pretty sure it'll be on VOD pretty soon. But it starts off as this girl, she's in a car in the back seat driving with her father's driving, and they get into a severe car accident, and she sustains like a really bad head injury where she has to get a titanium plate like surgically attached to her head. And like, when she gets out of the hospital, she like she's really detached to her parents. And when she gets out, she goes up to their car and like she kisses it for, I don't know, she just has an infatuation with cars.
After the car accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then fast forward, she's an adult now, and she's like a showgirl for like show cars. And yeah, and she has fans, like she's pretty much an exotic dancer, like on these cars.
Okay.
And then after the event, like, she has fans that she'll sign autographs for, and then they all shower. Like, she takes a shower, and there's this new girl that she meets, and she kind of becomes friends with. She flirts with her a little bit, and then afterwards, like, this stalker, creepy guy like wants to get an autograph, but he's like chasing her, like, to her, like, while she's walking to her car. And she gets in her car, and the dude's like, "Hey, I'm a really big fan. I've been waiting for hours. Can you just give me an autograph?" So she gives him the autograph, and then he tells her, "Oh, we met before at this previous show, and I think I'm in love with you." And he asks her for a kiss, and I think she kisses him on the cheek. And then he's kind of aggressive, and then he goes in, like, he grabs her face and starts to kiss her, and then they start making out, but she takes out this hairpin. It's like a metal hairpin that she uses to tie her hair.
Okay, I know.
She takes it out and stabs him, like, in the ear, like, and apparently it goes like into his brain, and he starts like convulsing and drooling all over, and he dies. Like, she kills him. And then she lives with her parents. Like, she goes back and she's watching the news, and it's just the news is talking about these murders that have been happening. And I didn't initially catch this, but it's inferred that she committed these murders. And then later she meets up with that girl that she was taking a shower with at her job.
Yeah.
And they start like hooking up. And this girl, she has her nipples pierced. So
she rips them out.
Yeah. And I skipped a part. I skipped a main. Okay, so after she kills the guy, she goes back to her job to take another shower, right? But like, she hears this loud banging sounds outside, and like she goes outside to this garage area, and she's completely naked. And she sees this car. It's like a lowrider where it has hydraulics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same car she was dancing on earlier. And she goes into the car, and it starts going up and down. There's nobody in the car but her. Yeah. So, and she's like orgasm and shit. So she's had sex with this car. So, and then, okay, so fast forward, she meets up with her friend.
Okay.
And then she makes out, but she's like biting her nipple piercing like too hard.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, get away. And then the main girl, she just walks away, and they go back to the house that they were staying in. And the main girl kills that girl for I don't know what reason. And then there's multiple people. I think it's like an orgy house.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple people in that house. And then the main girl, she starts killing more of them. And I don't know why it doesn't, like, the film doesn't give you a backstory of why she's committing these murders. She's just doing it.
Yeah.
And she killed her coworker, she kills one dude, and she kills another guy. And then she tried to kill another lady that's in there, but the girl gets away. So the main girl is now on the run because I guess she's been reported, and she goes back to her parents' house, and just she's in the clothes that have blood on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she puts them in the trash cans. I guess she's in the garage of her parents' house. So she puts her bloody clothes in the trash can.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, I'll go up there. Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, she sets her bloody clothes on fire, but she leaves the garage door open into the house, and then she locks her parents in their room. So she kills her parents, and then she goes on the run. And I think she eventually she hitchhikes with some random person. They drop her off at an airport, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a wanted sign with her face drawn. So, and there's cops everywhere. So, but she also sees the missing people. There's missing people posters on the wall. And then she sees this one boy who's been gone for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to the bathroom, cuts her hair, shaves off her eyebrows, and then she breaks her nose trying to look to pretend to be this boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Weirdest movie.
dude, it's the weirdest fucking movie I've ever seen. It's so if you see it, you'll be like, what the fuck am I watching? But I can't look away. And then while this is happening, she starts getting pregnant. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
From having sex with the car.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
This is fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. It just gets weirder. It gets weird. It keeps escalating, man. But then, so she pretends to be this missing boy. And then the father of that missing boy goes in, and he's a fireman.
Uh-huh.
And he hasn't seen his son in 10 years. And he sees this girl, and she's masquerading as the grown-up version of this kid.
Yeah.
And I think the police asked the father, like, hey, do you want a DNA test to prove that this is your son? And the guy's like, no, like, that's my son. And he just takes her. And so they go back, and this guy is like, this dude's weird as shit too. Like, he's a fireman, he's the main fireman. He takes steroids, like he's like injects it in his ass, like, and he the girl starts working at the firehouse, but in order to like continue the charade of her being his son, she like tapes her boobs down, and her stomach just gets bigger and bigger, like she's pregnant, and she tries to like give herself a miscarriage. Like she punches her stomach. She like takes that metal pin that she killed the guy earlier with, she like sticks it up her vagina. Yeah, and dude, like, instead of blood that comes out of her vagina, it's motor oil. Dude, this movie is fucking weird. And you have to see it, man. Like, she eventually, at the end of the movie, she like gives birth to this fucking baby, and this baby has like a metal spine, and she dies. And like, when her tits get bigger, like, instead of lactating, she's lactating like motor oil, and it's so fucking weird. And this guy's like, the fireman's completely delusional. He's like, I don't even care if you're not my son, like, you're my son, and I'll take care of you. And even his his estranged ex-wife comes in, and she can see right through this charade, like, and she sees the girl like tits out, and like she catches her like without the tape.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, fucking the weirdest fucking movie. But like, I don't know.
I didn't know where this was going.
Yeah, dude, it's weird, dude. I'm telling you. I think I posted the poster on my Instagram, but I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. Like, so yeah. And I also saw another Miyazaki film and this time it was in theaters. I saw Spirited Away. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, you saw it in theaters though?
Yeah, they're doing, I think AMC is doing like this Studio Ghibli fest that each week they're showing a Ghibli movie. So to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Spirited Away, they showed that.
The animation's still pretty good today.
Yeah, dude, it is. Like, I was like, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, yo, this animation's fucking beautiful. And it's 20 years old. So, but out of Hayao Miyazaki's films, the ones where he directed and wrote, I should say, I just think Spirited Away is okay. Like, a lot of people think it's like his best movie, but I like Princess Mononoke better. I like My Neighbor Totoro better. It's still good, but I don't think it's as good as people proclaim it to be.
It's the most iconic one. It's the one that was like, I think, the most advertised.
Yeah, I think it won the Oscar. I think it won an Oscar. And yeah, and I'm gonna see the new James Bond movie this week. So I've just been watching the old Daniel Craig movies. So yesterday I watched Casino Royale, and that's still a good movie. It's really long, and the ending kind of don't really like the ending that much, but it's a good movie. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, You think he's gonna phone this one in, or actually try?
Yeah, it's his last one. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just tired of the character. That's all I remember from interviews and other podcasts and stuff like that. People talking about it.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Did you watch anything else?
You know what? I think I did. Well, actually, I watched anime. I caught up on My Hero, and I just finished that off.
You finished season 5?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a lot.
It wasn't a lot. I mean, I spread it out. I watched like 2 episodes a day until I finished.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I think, the second part. I think I skipped some of like the class battles. I always find those kind of boring. They do it so often, like class A, class B fights.
Yeah.
And then I read the manga. It took me a long time to get to the most recent one. But it gets pretty good after this season. So I'm guessing season 6, it should be pretty good. Stuff starts to go wrong finally. Like it's not all peachy and sunshine and shit. I guess
It's darker.
yeah, it's a lot darker, which I like a darker tone when it comes to storytelling. Like I like a light tone that turns dark tone. I don't know if you ever watch Hunter x Hunter, the 2011. No. Like throughout the whole thing, I felt like it was kind of a light tone. There was death and stuff like that, but like I never really took it seriously until like the saga with like the ants that mutate. Like I feel at that point it got pretty dark. I'm sure a lot of people watched it, but it was just like the moment I think the ant queen or something started eating children and stuff. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, you're kind of sick. But yeah. So anime like that, it's pretty good. I like it. Speaking of what I did this weekend, I tried to play some new games, just try them out. I tried a game called Splitgate. It's free on Steam. And it's got a cool concept. Like, you played the game Portal before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can use essentially a portal gun to get to places and stuff, but it's a FPS, and you're just trying to kill the other team. I've only played like 2 matches, but it's okay. It's nothing crazy. I just like the concept, but I don't think it's a top tier game. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Any other game? Did you play any games this weekend? Did you start Skyward Sword?
No, I actually haven't played anything this week. I finished Miles Morales finally, so I streamed that for like almost 4 hours on Twitch. Yeah, I finished that. It's a great game. Yeah, so I'll probably start Skyward Sword pretty soon, and hopefully I can start getting other games. But that's about it.
Yeah. I have to start Kenna. Like I began it, but I haven't played it since. I think my nieces beat it, or like she's close to doing it. So I'm guessing it's not a long game, because I think I've only had it for about a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shit, I haven't
It
even
looks cool.
Ratchet and Clank yet. I haven't played it since I got it.
Yeah. I think I might play the first one. Well, I have it. I just need to beat it. So, oh, speaking of video games, I think there was an article there. I think the creators of the Spider-Man PlayStation games, and so Insomniac Games, they were talking about the tone of the new Spider-Man 2 game. And they're saying that the story is going to be a lot darker. So let me pull up.
I mean, how much darker can it be? They kill Aunt May. They never kill Aunt May.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think a representative from Marvel says it's comparing it to like Empire Strikes Back. So, based on that, I mean, with Venom being introduced, I mean, Venom's a darker character, even though in the movies they like play up the comedy more.
Yeah.
And then if Craven is in the game, then that makes sense that the story's going to be darker. Because have you read Craven's Last Hunt?
That's where he kills Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah. He thinks he kills him, but like he buries him. Takes his suit, and
he becomes Spider-Man for a bit.
Yeah, he goes off and pretends to be Spider-Man, and he ends up killing himself at the end.
Yeah.
So you read that, right?
I read it on YouTube.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah, I have it. And that story is like, I didn't think it would get that dark. So maybe they're adapting that storyline in this new game. Again, that's just the theory because it hasn't been confirmed if Craven's in it. But
I mean, that narration really sounded like him. So he could be. It's an assumption. It just depends on how long the game is. If it's as long as the first one, then yeah, I'm sure they can include him in there. But if it's as long as Miles Morales, then I doubt it. Miles Morales was a short game.
Yeah. So the person who said that it's going to be darker, it's Marvel's creative vice president, Bill Roseman. He's the one who said, quote, "If the first Spider-Man game was Star Wars, Spider-Man 2 is kind of our empire." So, yeah, we'll see. Again, the game comes out in 2023, and I'm excited for that one. So,
yeah, me too. I could play through the Spider-Man games.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't even have to do anything. Just swinging around is so much fun. Like,
true. And I really liked the Miles Morales one because they included the music and stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So, as far as I think that's it for video game stuff. There's some other stories that happened that I want to get your opinion on. So, R. Kelly was found guilty. Did you hear about that?
yeah, I did. For sex trafficking, right?
Yeah. So I'm reading. So he was found guilty of all counts, and he faces life in prison. And man, how the mighty have fallen. This dude, like, he's a sick fuck.
Yeah, a lot of things in Hollywood are, closed behind some doors that we can't see.
Yeah, so he'll be sentenced in May
next year.
Yeah. But he also faces charges in 2 other states, in Illinois and I think New York.
Yeah.
He's going away for a while.
He's been in trouble for a long time. This is just cherry on the cake.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one time when people still love his music, though. Like
the production that he made in his music videos were, at the time when I watched it, I thought they were cool. I haven't seen them in a long time. You remember those productions, right?
Yeah, he's really creative. And
storytelling.
Yeah, he was a good musician, but that still doesn't.
No, of course not.
It doesn't give him a pass, but I don't know. People still will ride or die for his music. And I remember one time, me and my ex-girlfriend, we went to a bar and the Ignition remix came on, and that's probably one of his most popular songs. And people were into it, man. And that was just only 2 years ago. And yeah, my ex, she didn't like it, but
she didn't like the song.
No, well, she just didn't like R. Kelly.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, man. So he's going to be in jail for a long. I think he's going to be. Maybe not long. Pretty much. I mean, it's sad, but that's what happens when you're a sick fuck.
There was a case like this a few years ago. You seen that show Smallville, Superman, right? Ever?
I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? With one of the characters in there.
No.
I think her name was Chloe. I forgot her real name, but the actress.
Was she like linked with like a sex cult?
I think it was sex cult, but they were also sex trafficking. So yeah, the blonde.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of fucked up people in the world.
Yeah, man, it's fucking. But speaking of fucked up people, there's also another story that I thought was crazy. And it's about this French cop.
Something with French.
Yeah, the French, I don't know what they're doing. But so a 59-year-old's former French police officer has unmasked himself as a notorious serial killer in a suicide note written just before he overdosed on pills. And so the man identified as Francois V had been called in for questioning in connection with the case of the killer dubbed Grele, Grele. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. For his pockmarked face. His body was said to have been discovered this past Wednesday, and he needed to provide DNA to the police, but he never showed up. And then now a post-mortem DNA test proves that he was the most wanted killer, that like he was a serial killer. So he was responsible for a string of rapes and killings in Paris in the 1980s and 1990s, including the murders of 11-year-old Cecily Bloch, a 38-year-old Gilles Politi, and his 21-year-old son, I think.
20. He killed his son.
I don't know. I don't know if it's his son. But yeah, man. Just kind of fucked up. But yeah, he was.
That is fucked up. He was also known for drinking motor oil and had a metal pipe in his. I'm just kidding.
Right. But I'm just reading this article. It's on the day. I'm reading it off the Daily Beast. And one of the victims' older brothers said he seemed very sure of himself. He spoke to me in a very bold, very polite way, too. He said something to me like, "Have a very, very good day." And this was I guess, half brother of one of the victims. And yeah, man, he flew under the radar as a cop.
And with all that information that he had at his disposal, I'm sure it was easy for him.
Yeah. And in his suicide note, the retired officer said he was not well in life at the time of the killings. Like, you sure? Like,
well, yeah. That's dumb.
Yeah, man. So that was pretty crazy.
What made you find that story?
Um,
it sounds a lot like the movie too, to be honest. Serial killer.
Yeah. I think I follow Complex on Instagram, and they posted it. I thought it was interesting. But another story coming out of Europe is, I'm reading off the New York Post. So, public urination at music festival threatens wildlife with traces of drugs. So there's this big music festival in, I think it's in the UK. It's Glastonbury Music Festival. So yeah, it's in England, I think. So with so many people like peeing on the ground, it says urine from zonked out concert goers at an English music festival was so loaded with illegal drugs that it may be harming aquatic life in the area, a new study said. Environmentally damaging levels of the drug MDMA, ecstasy, Molly, known by the street name Molly, were discovered in a river that runs from the grounds of the popular music festival in England in 2019. So researchers took samples of the river White Lake before, during, and after the festival, which attracted over 200,000 people. And this was in 2019, and the Killers, Janet Jackson and Miley Cyrus were performing at the time. So MDMA levels peaked the weekend after the festival, researchers said, enough that it was deemed harmful for aquatic life in the river, including a rare European eel population.
Well, shit, I mean, if all those people are pissing in the fucking river, yeah. I feel like it would affect it. If it's just like, I don't know, like a handful of people, I don't think it would really matter. But like, still, it's just no fucking urinals or some shit.
Dude. Yeah, so recent researchers revealed that the critically endangered eels hopped up on cocaine from drug-tainted rivers may have trouble mating and reproducing, causing serious injury and muscle breakdown.
Would that really have lasting effects on them?
Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I just figure all the substances will eventually, flow out into the ocean or whatever.
Yeah. So the new study found MDMA concentrations were 104 times greater downstream in the weekend after the festival. Cocaine concentration was 40 times higher downstream. However, the levels of cocaine were not considered harmful. So, illicit drug contamination from public urination happens at every music festival. And unfortunately, the Glastonbury Festival's close proximity to a river results in any drugs released by festival attendees having little time to degrade in the soil before entering the fragile freshwater ecosystem. And even ahead of the festival, organizers promoted a Don't Pee on the Land campaign to inform attendees about damaging environmental effects that it can have on the farmland. So, yeah, don't pee. If you're on hardcore drugs, don't pee in a river that contains wildlife. That's fucked up. PETA will be on you. They will hunt you down.
No more concerts there, guys.
Yeah. That just reminds me of the show I went to in I think 2017. I went with my cousin, the Lightning in a Bottle festival, and it was right by a lake. So I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if there's fish in the lake, but I'm pretty sure a lot of that same stuff happened.
Was it in Tempe Town Lake?
No, this was in California.
Yeah, Tempe Town Lake has fish in it.
Yeah. There's not too many. Yeah. There's festivals at Tempe Town Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's peeing in the fucking water.
Yeah. Pretty sure some people have.
Maybe, but it's pretty out there in the open. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, it just reminds me of The Simpsons, where they always show that fish with the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I think, like, after all the drugs contaminating the water, that's what happens.
Yeah.
And one more story that I saw is Scarlett Johansson settled her lawsuit with Disney.
Settled? Yeah. I saw the tagline, but I didn't read the article.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I heard, like, I don't know the exact amount, but I heard she got like up to 40 million. So she got paid. And I think they're on good terms now, because she's doing a Tower of Terror movie. She's producing that, and she might star in it. So, and that's going to be under the Disney banner. So now she might come back as Black Widow. Down the road.
Why do you say that?
What?
Is she dead?
Well, yeah, but they're with the multiverse, they can just bring her back.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I feel like she's done with that character. It's been so many years.
I don't know, but never say never, man. They pay her a shitload of money.
I mean, I feel like she ended on a good note.
Yeah. I think she might come back. Same with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. I think they'll all come back.
Think so?
Yeah. Most definitely.
I think Chris Evans is trying to work on his own movies, creating content and stuff. Oh, did we talk about this? But I watched Free Guy.
Oh, no. Yeah, we talked about you were gonna watch it. So yeah, nice. What did you think?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went in with low expectations, but I heard good things about it. Still, it was a pretty decent movie. I like the concept. That would be a fun game. Although I feel a lot of like the shit that they pulled in the game is stuff that we can't even do with the games that we have now, even with Grand Theft Auto, like to a
Yeah,
certain extent. Anyway,
yeah,
but
dude.
oh yeah, dude, catchphrase.
Oh, they brought the Captain America shield, and did they bring in the lightsaber too?
Yeah, they brought in the lightsaber. And what reminded me of the movie is because we were talking about Chris Evans. He did a little cameo. I was like, what the shit?
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I like the cameos in the movie. The plot was decent. It wasn't trying to be anything too crazy or too out there with the AI and stuff like that. Like, I like the fact that he was created as an extension to that dude's feelings for the girl. It was romantic.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only part that I was like, all right, it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it was a good movie, man. It's a very enjoyable movie. I don't know if I'll see it again, but if it's on, like, someone's playing it, I'll watch a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. And then the whole thing about who would have thought people would actually want to just watch NPCs, I guess, play the game or just live.
Yeah.
I guess that's a homage to streaming, basically watching other people play video games and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I barely even do that. Like, I can't watch somebody play. I don't know. I haven't really tried it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it depends. Depends on the game.
Yeah. Are there any streamers that you actually like you watch or you have
No,
watched?
I don't watch any. Well, I watch like random. Yeah, like if it's I think when Miles Morales was released, I watched videos on that because I don't know, I was just bored. And then wanted to know the story. So yeah, I've seen like cutscenes. So
Yeah. I don't know if that's different or anything, but like, you know, just watching somebody play a video game just for the hell of it. It has to be a good game. Like,
yeah, and I'll watch like walkthroughs if I'm like in Breath of the Wild. If I'm stuck on a certain part, I'll watch like a walkthrough.
oh yeah, I did that too for some of the puzzles. I'm like, I'm not about to try to figure this out right now.
So that's the only time where, I mean, if you count that, but yeah.
All right, sounds good. I mean, that's all I have for today.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I did want to bring up. Have you watched Squid Game?
No, but I've been hovering over it every time I go to Netflix. I hear it's really good.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's in Korean. You can watch the English dub, but
It feels off for me.
yeah. So I watched the Korean with the English subtitles, and yeah, it's a interesting premise. This guy, he's down on his luck. He's kind of a deadbeat dad. His daughter is like, he's separated with the baby mother, and he's low on money, and his daughter is going to be moving to the US with her mom and the stepdad. So in order for him to keep her around, like, he needs to obtain a certain amount of money, and so yeah, it's an interesting show where they like a bunch of people get taken to an unknown place. And again, I've only seen the first two. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole thing, but they get taken to this place.
They play games, right?
Yeah, they play games, and if they lose, they die.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm definitely gonna finish it, and yeah. And I hear it's like gonna become like Netflix's most popular show ever.
I mean, it's popular right now. It's number one on their, I think, watch list or popularity. I don't know. But yeah, no, I watched a few Korean movies and shows. I mean, not shows, movies. They're pretty good.
Have you seen Parasite?
Isn't that a Japanese one?
No, it's Korean. It won the Oscar. Like, I won a bunch of Oscars a couple years ago. Last year, I think.
Parasite. Is that what the bald, like, chick with the weird
no
thing?
No, it's about this low income family who sorry, my dog wants attention. About this low income Korean family who they start working for this upscale family. First, it's like the son, he works as a tutor, and then he gets one by one, he gets his sister, his mom and dad to come work for this new family, the rich family. And then the rich family, they have to leave, and the low income family like moves into their house. And yeah, it's pretty much a metaphor for like classism. And yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I watched some just action ones, really. It was a long time ago, so I don't really remember the name, but this one dude set out to like save this kidnapped girl or whatever. It had pretty good action scenes, so I can remember. They do a lot of martial arts stuff too.
Nice.
But
also the poster came out for the Book of Boba Fett, and it's just him sitting on Jabba the Hutt's throne.
Oh, the way it ended then.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's in a slightly altered outfit, but it gave a release date. It's December 29th.
Weird date.
Yeah, it's pretty much the end of the year. I think it's 6 episodes. Could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. And I think they gave a synopsis. So I think, let me read it. So the Book of Boba Fett, a thrilling Star Wars adventure, finds legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett and mercenary Fennec Shand navigating the galaxy's underworld when they return to the sands of Tatooine to stake their claim on the territory once ruled by Jabba the Hutt and his crime syndicate. So sounds like it's going to be an underworld crime series, which I'm totally down for. And hopefully they go over how he survived the Sarlacc pit, because everybody's been
wondering about that.
Wondering him, yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Do you know how many episodes it is?
I don't. 6 or 8. I'm not sure. But then,
not bad, because usually they're pretty long, like 40 minutes long.
Yeah, and then there's going to be a bunch of Star Wars shows coming up next year. We got that one's going to Boba Fett's going to lead into next year. And then Obi-Wan is coming out. That's good. What's up?
Younger Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, it's set like 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So, but hey, Ewan McGregor coming back. Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader. Some other characters, and then Han from Fast and Furious is going to be in it. I think Ice Cube's son's going to be in it too.
Ice Cube's son?
Yeah.
He was in a movie that I've seen recently. It wasn't bad. It was like a heist movie.
Den of Thieves?
Was it Den of Thieves?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's in it.
Is
Gerard Butler in it?
I don't remember. I just remember that he escaped to like Europe or something at the end of the movie.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot who was in it, but yeah.
Yeah, dude. Do you know who the Inquisitors are?
No idea. No.
Did you ever watch Rebels?
No.
Star Wars?
No.
You should watch it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, you've been telling me. I have a hard time getting behind.
Yeah, the animation. Yeah. The animation's like kind of weird, but the stories are really good. But the Inquisitors are like, they're force wielders, and most of them are former Jedi who were turned to the dark side, and now they're like working for Vader to hunt down Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Now I know. Yeah, they were in
Fallen Order.
Yeah.
So there's a rumor that they're going to be introduced in the Obi-Wan show.
Okay. I wonder if this kid's going to show up, because you kill like 2 of them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I think, but Han, Fast and Furious guy, he said that he's going to be holding a lightsaber. So there's been rumors he's going to be an Inquisitor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's 9 of them, right?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever confirmed how many there were.
In the game, I think there was 9. Or at least, I don't know, maybe.
But yeah,
We'll see.
I'm excited for Obi-Wan, and then there's going to be an Andor series. The dude from Rogue One.
What dude from Rogue One?
Yeah, the Mexican guy with K2SO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be a prequel
To
like spy. It's going to be like a spy thriller series, which it's interesting. There's going to be 12 episodes, so it's the longest series so far.
Prequel to the prequel.
Pretty much.
Let's expand the universe.
What else? I know there's another. Oh, and Mando season 3 probably coming out.
I wonder what that's going to be about. He doesn't have the kid anymore.
I think he'll be back.
You think so?
Yeah, but I think they're going to try to retake Mandalore, the planet.
Retake it? He did promise that, didn't he?
Yeah, and there's going to be conflict with Bo-Katan and who should be the rightful ruler, because I think Mando has the Darksaber.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's like, you can just have it, but he was like, no, you have to get it through a fight. Just stupid.
Which was weird, because in spoilers in Rebels, Bo-Katan, she just takes it from one of the characters. She doesn't fight for it, so I'm not sure if they're going to address that. But So a lot of Star Wars content coming out, and I'm excited for all of it.
Of course you are. Yeah, no, most of those sound pretty promising, so definitely gonna give those a watch. I still have to finish Visions.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet?
No.
Did you watch it anymore?
No. I'm gonna try to watch the rest of it this week.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe today, since I'm not gonna go to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue my Bond marathon. I'm gonna watch Quantum of Solace, which is my least favorite. But yeah, have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Okay. Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
Which one was the one where he goes back to his own family house?
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forget the name.
I haven't seen that one in a while, so I'm excited for that one.
I just like the other traps and stuff like he set up at the house. I can't really remember the stories of any anymore. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Will you watch the new one?
Will I watch the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how it ends, man.
All right.
But that's it, man. That's all I got for this week.
Cool, because I'm hungry. My nose is full.
That's where we have to close it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks again for watching Hyyer Notion. Back next week.
Yep.
Do it.
Subscribe, like the video, share it, hit the bell, and all that good stuff.
Yep.